I'm a fan of Supernatural, and I'm a fan of the new show, so I really appreciate it.
Sure.
And I was wondering, based on, I guess, the pacing that you had with Supernatural, you got like episodic, and then you go to serialized. In this new show, how quickly are you going to go to super serialized, or do you consider yourself already there?
Well, there's no question that you burn through mythology a lot quicker on a show like this. I find myself in the writer's room really cursing that we don't have the procedural from Mars element that Supernatural was. Supernatural is just a schizophrenic cop show. You know, it's like they go to town and they investigate a crime, and that bought you so much page count. And when you do Revolution and you don't have that, and you're just kind of like free-floating in terms of what your show can be, there's no buoys to grab onto, which is really challenging but really exciting too. But we ended up in the second half of the season especially like just burning through mythology, because I was like, you know what, let's smoke them and we got them. We got a cool story, let's tell it. Let's not withhold, let's not have the weird side one-off that, you know, frustrates the fans because it doesn't move the story forward. Let's just jump it forward, and we'll just keep coming up with more. And you know, and we have a good plan, and got a couple years lined up, hopefully, in terms of stories. So we're just diving in and doing it.
Character arc-wise, I've noticed that there are a couple of really interesting character arcs, mainly with Charlie, like her transition from kind of brat to warrior, and I've had a lot of fights with my friends like, give it time, you gotta watch it. So can you hint anything at us to get us?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone goes through a really interesting arc in the second half of the season, and I think Charlie really does become more of a warrior, and the question is can she hold on to her soul in the meantime? I think Miles, the more he faces down Monroe and gets more and more involved in this fight, you know, he's helping the good guys, but he's got to become a bad guy to do it. And this was a man who really ran from his past, where he was a really bad dude, and he's finding himself having to give in to some of those impulses, some of the General Matheson impulses again to win. So he's fighting with his soul as well, and then, you know, and now, you know, Rachel, the mom, you know, played by Elizabeth Mitchell, who's brilliant, is now loose and with the group, and she knows all the secrets. And so we were going through an episode or two, and then we realized, you know what, she knows all the secrets, she should say them. And she starts telling all the secrets because she knows them, and she would. So she does. So again, it's going to be, I think, a really exciting second half of the season. I think a lot of big stuff's coming.